Hello, my name is Effie Akinyi, and here is my submission on practical on classification. So first of all, I imported libraries like the pandas, matplotlib, seaborn, and there's sklearn, different imports there. Then next I went to load dataset using the pd.read.csv, and that is the path of my dataset. And then I loaded the first 5 rows of the dataset. Next I went to the column loan status just so I see how the values appear and the data type that is there. And next I see the value counts, the zeros, how many zeros are there, how many ones are there. And then I visualized the data using the CNS, which is the seaborn import, and PLT for matplotlib. So yeah, that is how it looks. And then next I went to convert the categorical data into numerical data. I first started with the guarantors, so it can change to numerical form. And then next I did the employment type. The error there is just because I ran so many times, but yeah, it is still working. And then yeah, it looks different because there are different values for the employment type. There are not just 2 types. The same with loan purpose and the same with credit history. Yeah. And so after changing them using the get dummies method, I loaded the first 5 rows of the data set, and you can see it has appeared differently this time. The employment type is no longer employment type only. The loan purpose, like for example, the credit history, there's credit history fair, credit history good, credit history poor. The same with loan purpose, and the same with employment type. Yeah, so they have all appeared differently. And then also next I went to identify the X and the Y. So in the X I dropped the loan status column. Yeah, and then the Y I picked the loan status column. And next I went to fill in the null values with 0. And so I loaded the first 5 rows of the data set. As you can see now, there are zeros instead of the NAN right there. Yeah, and then yeah, so they're appearing 0, 0, zeros. And then next I went to create a scalar, so the numericals are on the same scale. Yeah, so I used the standard scalar method, and first of all I put the numericals in one variable. Yeah, sorry, I'm just changing that name just so it is clear. So yeah, I changed them so that I can fit transform them, and then I was just checking if the data is in the right state. Yeah, I especially just wanted them to be there not to be any null values. And then next I went to split the data to training set and testing set using the train test split. And the test size is 20%. And then went ahead to create a model using the logistic regression method. And then next I went to train the model using the fit method. Yes. And then next I went to model evaluation using the I first use the predict method, and then I print out the accuracy score and the classification report, and that is what I got. The accuracy is 0.5125, and there is the classification. There's precision, recall, F1 score, and support. Yeah, that those are the values that I have gotten from that. And then I also used the confusion matrix, and that is what I got. Those are the values that I got: 18, 21, 18, 25. And then next I went ahead to use an example just so I see how it is working, and the prediction was 1, meaning this particular person with this data set is going to get the loan. So yeah, those are the different data that I gave in. I fed the model, and that is it. Yeah. Thank you for listening to me.